Yo guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about people on the left using physical insults and body shaming, which is a growing trend I've noticed online recently. The most salient example of this is a recent tweet by leftist political streamer Hasan Piker, in which he called alt-right streamer Nick Fuentes a gay, Mexican, manlit neo-Nazi. And this is just one example, but it's part of a wider trend I've noticed, which is that when somebody sits on the opposite side of the political spectrum, all of a sudden it becomes okay to attack their body. And often it's the people who are loud as about body positivity, like Hasan, who are the first to go here. I see it all the time. Fat, ugly, and the most common one I think is short, like we saw here. Now this is obviously inconsistent. If all bodies are good bodies, that needs to apply to people you don't agree with too. But we can actually learn a couple of interesting things from this inconsistency. First of all, this indicates that for most people, the body positivity movement is performative. They're just pretending to believe this stuff so they can claim moral superiority. People like Hasan have been saying that it's fine to be overweight or short, but then they turn around and use those exact words as insults, indicating it was all BS. The same thing happened with Ozempic. All these overweight celebrities like Lizzo were preaching from their pulpit about how it's fine to be overweight, and then as soon as Ozempic came out, they switched up and magically lost 200 pounds. And this is a major reason why so many people are put off by the body positivity movement. They can tell it's largely inauthentic. Now, second of all, the fact that words like short and fat are still used as insults indicates that there's a real underlying sentiment that makes them insulting. Let's think about why it's an insult to be called fat or ugly. It all comes down to sexual selection. People who are fit and good looking are sexually selected at higher rates, which increases their social value. So when you call someone fat, what you're really saying is you have low reproductive value and your bloodline ends here. Even if we don't realize it, that's what's being subconsciously communicated. It's brutal, but the negative perceptions around certain body types are rooted in hardwired biology. And this is something that the body positivity movement tries to cover up. I mean, if you read the comment section of a body positivity influencer, it's almost like people are screaming to block out the truth. Like, la 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 la, it's not true, my reproductive value is equal. So this brings us to our final question. What's better? Allowing this brutal, painful reality to be known? Or covering it up with the lie that all bodies are equal? On the one hand, I don't think you can really make these perceptions go away. As long as the underlying sexual selection exists, body types that aren't sexually selected are going to have less social value. That's not something you can change. But at the same time, I don't want people who are on the lower end of the spectrum to feel hurt, to feel like they're worth less. So in this respect, the body positivity movement is almost like a noble lie. If people believe that all bodies are equal, they don't have to feel the brutal and painful weight of the truth that they're not. So yeah, this is definitely a complex issue. And it's crazy that all these subtle layers exist in something as simple as a tweet. But if you're interested in this kind of content, and peeling back the infinity of information communicated in every minor interaction, be sure to like and subscribe, and also drop a comment and let me know what you think.